too. So today I recorded urgency and how to stop it, training our bladder with our nervous system, and then I'm getting ready to record the module on the Kegel. There's the front Kegel, the back Kegel, the global Kegel. And so it's a good one. It's important because we're not taught these, right? So we're not taught how to Kegel. We're just expected to understand how to do it. And, so I teach you in depth. You're going to know how to Kegel at the end of this. Big time. In the first part of my course, I talk all about habits because if you don't take a holistic approach, if someone just hands you exercises, it won't work. Waste of time, in my opinion. I don't see how it could ever work if you've never addressed someone's bladder habits. You could Kegel till the cows come home, do them perfectly, but you're peeing just in case, you're rushing to the bathroom, you're hovering, you're pushing to pee, you're not in a good position of posture, you don't know what bladder irritants irritate your bladder, you will not have long-term success. You have to, and research indicates this, you have to have a holistic approach. So in the Kegel module, I talk about, I'm so glad that you went through all of that because now we're at strengthening, and strengthening I think is super fun and less uncomfortable than changing our habits that we've had for years. We are creatures of habit, so changing them isn't always super comfortable. But if you want to change, you got to do it. But in here, I talk about why Kegling is so important. Pelvic floor strength is so important to have because, first, sexual function, the ability to orgasm, the ability to not have pain with intercourse or intimacy in general, continence, strong pelvic floors with help hold urine in so it doesn't leave our body without permission, also helps hold poop in. We don't want that happening. But a strong pelvic floor supports our hips and spine and keeps our organs inside our body. So knowing how to do a Kegel, I feel like should be taught in high school. I'm going to get people being like, that's not our job. No, it's not. But doctors aren't teaching it, and they're not teaching it correctly. And so it's so important to understand how to do a Kegel appropriately and how to do it for success and how to progress it. It's an important concept. When I was 19, I was diagnosed with a bladder and rectal prolapse, and the lady looked at me. It was such a bizarre, now like knowing as much as I know, what a bizarre encounter. Very transactional, but I was saying, I run on the treadmill and I pour urine, and she said to me, she looked right in my eyes and she goes, you must be a fast runner. What a great workout. Just chalk that up to having a really great workout. You're putting your muscles under stress, so that's great. And I was like, okay. When I look down at myself and I'm just pouring urine on the treadmill and I can't stop it, that's a good thing. Okay. No. And second, when she figured out I had a prolapse, she was like, you can't ever lift weights again. Like, you can never squat again. Don't ever do anything of that nature. And instead, she was like, she should have said, I'm going to send you to someone who knows how to teach a Kegel appropriately and activate your pelvic floor. I'm going to send you to someone who's an expert, because I am not, even though I'm an OBGYN. I know someone who can do this better. That's their area of expertise. Because if I tell you to stop exercising and stop building muscle, that will impact your bone strength, your hormones, your mental health, your ability to stay independent long term. So even though you're 19 and everything's easier at this time, even though with all this pelvic floor dysfunction, telling you to stop exercising at this point would be detrimental to your long-term independence. That's what she should have said. But instead, she directed me to stop lifting weights entirely because I was going to cause my organs to fall out of my body, I think is what she said. And I'm for sure going to prolapse my organs when I have children, so just don't even take the chance. Gosh, if I could see her today. I forgot to answer this question yesterday. I so apologize to the person who asked. She was asking, is it too late for me? I think she said 60 or 73, I can't remember. The pelvic floor is a group of muscles. Muscles can always be strengthened. It's like physical physical activity. So it would be like me saying an 85-year-old shouldn't go outside and walk if they've, like my dad's 83, he's here right now. He needs to build endurance and strength in his legs so badly. He doesn't move well now. I would never tell him now is a bad time to start. Let's start moving. They're muscles. They want to move. They can gain strength. So important to understand. It is never too late. In habits, you can always change those. Never too late. Ever, ever, ever too late. I have had 3 C-sections in 5 years, and here I am doing some postpartum recovery. My baby is 2 years old, my youngest, and I have a diastasis recti 2 inches below